Pennsylvania.
Now you can join Jimmy on his treasure hunts, and you can own the unique and valuable collectibles he discovers in the farmhouses, attics, and barns of small-town America. On the internet, just log on to treasurehunter.com. To bid, you'll be asked to register and give a username and password to keep all your information safe. Then you can place your bid and hit submit. It's that easy. When you're the highest bidder, you'll be able to take home one of Jimmy's uncovered treasures. Today's treasure hunt starts in Elmira, a small town in upstate New York. It's a community rich in history. The study where Mark Twain wrote Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer is preserved here. At the turn of the 19th century, Elmira was one of the most prosperous towns in New York. The home of Mr. B, grandson of one of Elmira's most distinguished businessmen, is Jimmy's first stop. Are there priceless items in your attic?
Your average home did not have this kind of furniture.
Do you have any old letters that may be rare collectibles?
Out of everything in the house that you've shown me, this is the most significant.
American homes are filled with treasures, and antique expert Jimmy Schutz is knocking on doors to bring these items to you. He is the treasure hunter.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Schutz. In the antique business, I'm known as a picker. For the past 24 years, I've been getting into the most incredible homes, finding the most unbelievable treasures. There was a time I found 80 Civil War letters in the trunk of a lady's attic. There was a $30,000 signed Stickley table I found at a household sale in Pennsylvania. I'm glad you let me into your house today, because you have, without a doubt, the most interesting, exciting things I've ever seen.
Mr. B inherited family heirlooms purchased by his grandfather.
My grandfather was a businessman. He founded his own company back about 1890, and he eventually developed over 300 products, and he had agents all over the United States selling them.
As a child, Mr. B remembers how the industrious old man loved collecting beautiful objects.
When I was 6 years old, I thought I'd stump him. I said, "Granddad, what do you look for if you don't know so much about a particular field of antiques?" He said, I look for workmanship.
The first item up for bid is a good example of skilled craftsmanship. It's a console-based etagere made in New York City in 1860 by Thomas Brooks.
If you notice, you got all the mirrors down here, loaded with mirrors. You'd have your fine china and so forth still here. But all the rococo is heavily carved wood. The center carving right here with your flowers, this is all hand carved. But the best thing about this whole piece is this shell, domed, concave carved cartouche, really, is what this also is. This is pure Brooks. You'll find other Brooks pieces like this. They're not going to have a label, but there's been enough of these pieces seen and on the market for attribution. We know by the style that's Brooks. Now, naturally, we can't move this out to look, but if you had a Brooks label on the back of this, you'd have something I've never seen the likes of. Not saying it can't, it may. And a label on this could add $5,000 to the value of this piece.
Several of the carved aprons appear missing, and the finial at the top of the 10-foot-high etagere needs to be reattached.
But the carvings, the shelves, the mirrors, everything seems to be intact and fine. You have the original finish. It's not,
Yes.
hasn't been monkeyed, it hasn't been refinished. This is where you want to find them. But I think you have a piece that could hit $20,000 if we have these two little pieces. If not, maybe $500, $800 less for restoration work.
Jimmy later found that the etagere was signed by Thomas Brooks and discovered the missing carved aprons. To learn more about the etagere and to place your bid, log on to treasurehunter.com.